It's a lovely wet day here today. You might be wondering why I have a massive stick with me. Basically, I've brought my X-Mid out and only one trekking pole. So I have the trekking pole that I attached to the bag, but I don't have the trekking pole that I was going to use on the hikes. Oh, what a numpty. What an absolute numpty. I do have a new backpack with me, and I had intended on having 2 new trekking poles, but I just have the one, so we'll have to make do with that. Well, that doesn't look good. This is a slippy mess to walk up. A slippy mess. I am really looking forward to getting my tent set up. I've had enough of hiking for one day. Obviously we're in this really beautiful location here, but I've been up here before. I've been up on this mound up here, small hill, whatever you want to call it. I was in my Cloud Peak and I was out with Martin from Soul Trail, and the two of us just decided to pack it in. I wonder will the X-Mid hold up better than the Cloud Peak did. We'll see. If not, I'm going to have to try and find a pitch really low down. Really low. I was looking at this little spot down here, but like, as you can see, it's extremely wet. It looks nice and flat from up on the hill there, but it's really not. Oh, beautiful little place. It's extremely windy, but I've got half a tree holding up my X-Mid, so hopefully it'll be alright tonight. As you can see, it wouldn't be the best spot in the world, but it'll do me for tonight. There's a sliver of flat ground, flat-ish ground just here, so I'm happy enough, I'm going to get the rest of the tent set up now and get me food on the go, because I am starving Marvin. Oh man, the weather is just threatening to just destroy me. The cloud is real low, it's real dark. Oh man, I went up to get water. It was an absolute death trap up there, but it was absolutely beautiful. The waterfall just flows down and flows right in under the ground. It's really rocky and mossy, So yeah, it was a bit dodgy up there now, I have to say. I have to say, this little thing was an absolute lifesaver today. I bring it all the time, and that's the first time I've actually had to use it in a bit of an emergency. I probably wouldn't call it an emergency. I could have just packed up and went home, but yeah, saved the day, saved the day. Hopefully the X-Mid will be alright with the half a tree holding it up. My inner is getting a bit dirty, but there's nothing I can do about that. I still have a view. I was going to go up onto the summits, but they're just covered in cloud. I think I can feel some rain falling now, so I might have to retreat into my tent. Better turn that off for a minute. It's going to rain, so I'm going to drop down the inner of the tent so that I can cook inside the tent. This is going to be the cooking space just here. You might be thinking that I've lost the plot, but I have a chicken fillet burger, so it's going to be oil in the pan, oil spits. I don't want to get my tent destroyed, so I'm just, you know, taking that precaution. It's made a good bit of space in here, and yeah, once I have the burger and the whole lot, I'll put it back together. The rain blew over, so I panicked for no reason. I was struggling coming up here because I've just had a dose of COVID, and it's weighing heavy on my chest. Oh man, I'm blowing out my arse on the best of days, never mind a bit of COVID into the mix. I have the inner of the tent sorted. I don't have my mat out or my quilt out yet, but I'll do that later. I found the good stuff in the bag, so I'm going to tuck into them now, and I'll probably have another cup of tea. I nearly forgot I had a little lantern in the bag. Oh lads, what a day. This camp just seems to be all over the place. Like, it's, what time is it? I'll tell you now. It's 20 to 10. 20 to 10. The next time I bring out this tent, I'm going to bring a clothes peg to pin back this door. I probably could put a bit more effort into tying it up, but I just couldn't be arsed. So yeah, I forgot my clothes peg and my trekking pole. I can't believe I did that. What happened was, I put one trekking pole on my bag because I knew it was going to stay on my bag, and I put my other trekking pole with my tripod. But when I was going out the door, you know the way you're all flustered and all that sometimes, saying goodbye to me wife and my daughter and that, and yeah, I just picked up the tripod and came out. I never even thought of it until I opened the boot, and I thought, oh lads, what am I gonna do? So lucky enough, there was loads of bits of trees and that just at the car park, so I just rooted through the bundle, picked up a big massive bit, and I just cut a lump out of it. I think it's better to do that than, you know, just turn around and go home. Like, it took me an hour and a half to get here, to drive here. It took me like, I don't know how long to walk up that mountain. I did my best to just get all the little nubs off it and all the sharp points, because I don't want it damaging my tent. So hopefully it doesn't. It's definitely not a perfect pitch. I can just tell by the fly sheet and the inner. I have no idea what the weather's going to do tonight. I don't even think the weather knows what it's going to do tonight, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll have a bit of a view in the morning. I'm completely clagged out now at the moment. I can't see a thing. I can't even see the lake. No, can't see the lake. I know it looks like no time has passed, but I've been sitting here for about half an hour just replying to messages and looking at the nothingness around me. But yeah, I think I'm just going to get the inside of the tent sorted and tuck myself away for the night. But I have this little light tour sleep mat, so I'm going to give that another bash tonight. But I do have another bit of gear that I thought you might be interested in. You've definitely seen it before. It's one of these flex tail gear little pumps. There's a little story behind this actually. Yeah, my wife bought a blow up mattress for when my son's friends want to come over and things like that. And she was going to buy one of these pumps that you plug into the wall, like, you know what I mean? And I said, whoa, what are you doing? Let me sort out the pump. I got this, delight of life, probably 2 or 3 times more expensive than the pump she was going to buy, but it worked out well for me, you know. You want to know the way I justified it? I justified it by saying that this would get a lot more use than something that's going to be just shoved into a drawer and used like once a month or something like that. So yeah. Happy days. It has a little lantern on it, but I'll never use that. I just have it for the convenience, because sometimes I'm just not arsed doing the chores around camp, you know, like blowing up a sleep mat. Even though it doesn't take much to blow this up, but you know, the less I have to do, the better. I'll show you my bag in the morning, if I think of it. No promises, no promises. Oh God, come alive. Do you know what I noticed with this little pump? Is that it's a lot quieter than the other one that I had, which was the first, you know, the initial little white one. But this is way quieter than that. That was a nightmare. Like, that's right beside you, and I think it's pretty quiet. Oh baby. Feels good. That's her. Kind of looks like the X-Term, doesn't it? Get in there. My little spot that I have here isn't very flat, so it's usually the case. Most of my spots are flat-ish. I don't really do flat. I can never find flat. It's a very rare occasion. I'm not sure how I'm going to fare on this sleep mat tonight. It's not doing a great job of ironing out all the lumps and bumps. So like, I'm on my elbow now and I can feel the ground underneath me, which doesn't happen on my other sleep mat, but I suppose my other sleep mat's a bit more expensive. Yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a chance. I'm happy I brought the quilt. It was meant to be wind chills of like -2 to -4, and it is chilly up here now, so you know, I'm happy I brought this, and it doesn't weigh much more than my 3 season sleeping bag, so happy days. It's about 10:30 now. I'm hoping for a bit of a view in the morning, but yeah, I've come to learn that the Irish weather is full of surprises, so it could be anything. We'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. I had a really bad sleep. Really bad. I was awake most of the night. That sleep mat, no. It's not for me. Not for me. I could feel cold spots on my hip, where my hip was the mat wasn't supporting me enough, so my hip was actually touching the ground. And I felt cold spots there. It didn't do a whole lot for the lumps and bumps in the ground. And my back is just, yeah. Cup of tea will fix everything. A cup of tea will fix everything. If last night was my first night camping, I would have been put off for life. It was my birthday recently and my wife bought me about 200 of these, so fair play to her. I was absolutely delighted with life. Breakfast this morning is porridge, probably enough there for 2 people. And there's powdered milk and dehydrated fruit. I dehydrated the fruit myself. That's a strawberry. There's strawberries, blueberries, grapes, raspberries. I can't think of anything else anyway. But I just thought I'd give it a go, just to kind of spice things up a bit. And if it works, I mean, fruit is hard to keep. It doesn't last very long. So I thought I'd do that. I popped it in the freezer as well, just to be extra safe. They could be like little bullets, but we'll see. Hopefully they'll rehydrate alright. And add some flavour into my porridge. But I am really looking forward to this cup of tea. I had such a bad night's sleep last night that I just couldn't wait to get up. I love tea. Love it. I had to put my jacket on because I'm obviously up in the Clag, so I could get a bit damp. But the breeze is fairly chilly. I wouldn't have got a sunrise here anyway, but it would have been nice to have a bit of a view, which I don't have. You take what you can get. Take what you can get. Like, look at this tent. Huh? It's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's a beautiful looking tent. Look at it. This is the bag that I got. It's the Atom Packs Mo 50. It's got some really good reviews. A lot of people said that it's the most comfortable bag that they've ever worn. So I'm hoping it'll serve me well over the years. I didn't have much time to focus in on how it was performing yesterday because of all the rain. The hip belt pockets alone are absolutely class. You can reach them really easy. They open with one hand. What more could you ask for? See if this is ready. Oh baby. Have a look at this. Huh? I thought that the views might open up for a little while, but I wouldn't be so lucky. I'm going to bring this stick back down with me because it doesn't belong up here, and I have to cut off a few shavings in the side of the bag. As usual, I left no trace, just a flat piece of grass. But hopefully the next time I bring out the X-Mid, I might get some decent weather, because I've had it out 3 times now and it's been pretty much like this or worse. Thanks so much for joining me on this little camp. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.